back to CBSN and our continuing coverage of the Democratic debate. Joining me now from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, is Jennifer Palmieri, Hillary Clinton's campaign's communications director. Jennifer, thanks so much for being with us. Your assessment.
Happy to be with you, Elaine. Thanks for having me.
Thanks. Your assessment on how Mrs. Clinton did tonight.
I thought it was a pretty spirited, pretty passionate debate. And I thought what was great, her particularly strong moments was both in the opening and then in the close, when she was able to talk about the core values that she's held for her whole life, about what has motivated her to run for president, which is she wants to break down barriers that are holding people back, break down barriers and build up lots of opportunities so that everyone can live up to their potential. We see most of these barriers in the economic realm, but it's also true that everything from gun violence to poor schools to problems that we saw families in Flint, Michigan experiencing with poison water, that these barriers exist everywhere. And I think in the closing comments you saw her say that as much as Senator Sanders likes to talk about Wall Street and holding Wall Street accountable and how important that is, that she's not a single issue candidate, that we're not a single issue country. We have a lot of problems facing us, and she's put forward an agenda that deals with all of the barriers that she sees that is holding people back.
Did she change her tone regarding women?
I don't think so. I think, she did get asked about being the first, the possibility of being able to be the first woman president, and what she said is, she's someone who's been in public service and been an advocate for many decades, and she's fought so that women can have choices, including the choice to not be for her. She wants people to vote for her not because she'd be the first woman president, but because she would be the best choice for president. She does think that it would be significant, it would be a big honor, obviously, to be the first woman president, and it would probably make a difference in terms of some of the policies that the country tackled. I think a comment is that if the United States Senate had 80 women instead of 80 men in it, it probably would be handling some problems different. Probably equal pay would have been enacted already. We probably would be looking at reproductive health and would not be having votes to defund Planned Parenthood. So the fact that she is a woman will have an impact on her presidency if she's elected, but it's not the reason to vote for her.
Jennifer, I want to turn it over to one of my colleagues, Steve Chigueras, who's our CBS News senior political editor. He's in Greenville, South Carolina, and has a question.
Thanks. Great, thank you. Hi, Steve.
Hey, Jen. Quick question. I'm just wondering, are you guys at all concerned that this has echoes of 2008? Sanders talking about revolution in the future, and similar to what Obama was saying in 2008 when she ran. And how do you counter that?
We think that, what she is offering is, she just has at some point if you strip away the personalities involved here, she just has a different theory of how you make progress than Senator Sanders. And this is a theory, she is a change maker. We believe that she is the accomplished change maker in this race, that she has, as a young woman, she got involved in public service. She worked at the Children's Defense Fund. She worked in South Carolina, actually, looking at the impact of children being in adult prisons. And she worked on desegregating schools. And, what she learned as a young woman is if you want to get involved and work hard, you can make a difference in people's lives. And that is, her theory of progress comes from that. You make a little gain, you work harder, you build on that progress, you make some more gains. And what Senator Sanders is offering and saying we need a revolution is that involves a lot of tearing down. He wants to start over, he wants to get rid of Obamacare and start over with something else. And she just doesn't think she thinks that's risky. She thinks it's a waste of focus, and we should build on the progress that President Obama has made. So she wants to achieve just as much progressive change as Senator Sanders. She's been pretty specific about what those ideas are. She has a very different theory about how you deliver results, and I think that's what's at the core difference between her and Senator Sanders, and I think that's different than what you saw President Obama offer as a candidate in 2008.
All right, we have to leave it there. Jennifer Palmieri, the communications director for Hillary Clinton's campaign, thank you so much for your time.